We start with a picture of the Faroud being scuttled at Zurrieq. This is me stood at the entry point. The wreck is 100 metres out past the point. Here's a picture of Livia approaching the stern of the wreck. A swim of 5 to 6 minutes from the point. And as you can see, there's a fine shoal of barracuda on the stern. They are quite common on this wreck and a splendid sight. Now we make progress towards the centre of the vessel where the explosion occurred, which brought her to her present fate. She was scuttled the 2nd of September 1998, 3.5 years after the explosion that killed 9 dockyard workers in the Grand Harbour at Valletta. The boat itself, the Faroud, was built in Middlesbrough, England in 1969. It's 110 metres long and 16 metres wide, so it's quite a wreck and takes quite a few dives to explore it. We're just passing the funnel and the mast at the front, in the middle here. Here's Libya again. And as you can see, we're on the starboard side and we've passed the funnel, and we're just adjacent to what's left of the wheelhouse, the bridge. The roof of the bridge has now collapsed, leaving it with a very open aspect. And there it is. Originally there was a plaque mounted on the front of the bridge commemorating the 9 shipyard workers who lost their lives, including a friend of one of my Maltese buddies, Cenzo. And there is the plaque, now mounted below the bridge. And the doorway there is a good entry point towards the engine house. But for the moment we're turning round to view the 2 separate halves of the wreck. We have completed the stern half and we're looking across now to the forward half, which is totally separate now. As you could see from the original library photo, when she was scuttled there was just a damage in the foredeck, and there were 2 large cracks in the side of the vessel, but over the years the 2 halves have split and become totally separate, with the forward part now angled towards the shoreline. We're progressing now along the foredeck towards the bow. There can be some quite strong currents on the vessel, but today it's not bad at all. And now as we get to the bow, you will be able to see the winch gear for one of the remaining anchor chains, the other one having long since disappeared. And there is the winch. anchor chain, and the port where the other one used to be. Now as we progress over the bow and down towards the seabed, which is around 35 meters. Turning back, you can see the front of the bow and the one anchor chain attached to the seabed. Not now to an anchor, but to a concrete block. She is quite a sizable vessel, as I say, and takes quite a few dives to explore. Now here again is Libya at the bow, and we are heading off back now. And as we get to the point, the doorway under the wheelhouse, it's time to have a look at the engine. The top's been removed and you can see the rocker gear exposed and the springs. Quite a sizable engine. It was a single screw job, and the propeller at the rear is still in place, not included on this video. Now for those of you that like large rockers, there's a still photo. Emerging back out of the engine house and into the daylight. And here is John, indicating that he has just 100 bars left, which is our turnaround point. And there he goes. And we head back over the replica of a diver's helmet, placed in position by Atlam Dive Club, approximately halfway between the wreck and the bell tower cave, back on the shoreline. And here's Olivia having a closer look at it. Well, we don't have enough time to explore the cave today, so we head back to the bay. And going across the bay, in a small cave, is a shoal of cardinal fish. Again, very common in this area. You can hear the boats going to the Blue Grotto overhead. Going further up the bay is a hermit crab, and as it grows larger it will find a larger shell to adopt. And as we progress further along up towards the exit point, there's a fine octopus waiting for us in the sunshine. Quite happy for us to take photos until I got a little too close, and then of course he flowed back under his rock. Well, that's all for this year, folks. Again, I hope you enjoyed them all.